Welcome to Advice No One Asked For, the feature where Buckley intercepts a question asked to a professional advice columnist. That's a job, by the way. A thing someone gets paid for. I don't imagine they get paid a lot, though. They'd probably have to have another job on the side, just like me. We're kindred spirits. I've got two questions for you today, both concerned about what people are doing on the internet. Dear different stranger that's not Buckley. I have a 10-year-old son who is allowed to play on the internet for an hour a day. Oh, one of those parents, the really fun ones. I always go and check what sites he visited after, and lately he has been searching for boobs. I asked him about it, and he denied it at first, but when I kept at him, he finally admitted to it. I asked him why, and he said he wanted to see them. Before you ask, yes, we had parental controls on the computer, but had to remove them because they wouldn't even allow the kids to see the Nickelodeon site, which is for children. Should I ask him what else he has seen? Is it time to have the talk with him? Signed, we'll call her Pensive Parent in Pensacola. He's 10 and he wants to see boobs. You don't need to have the talk. Someone's older brother's already done it for you. The school playground is always ahead of you. But just to be sure, you might want to sit him down and straighten some shit out so that he doesn't think that you pee into the girl to make babies. But what year is this? I'm a dumb parent, and I don't know how computers work well enough to stop my kid from doing shit. That was fine in the 90s when parents hadn't grown up with them and kids were way ahead of the curve. But the playing field should be pretty level by now. There's more than one parental control software, so if the one you're using doesn't block the right shit, get another. You don't just say, well, they can't get to the Nickelodeon site to play a shitty SpongeBob soccer flash game. Guess we'll set it up so they can see porn. And you've set this hour-a-day rule, so it's assumed you're home to time it. You can't put the computer in a room where it's visible so you can see what they're doing? If your answer to that is, well, I want to show that I trust them. Well, you don't. You're searching the browser history, and now they know that. And when the kid takes a break from Googling boobs and bums and hoo-hoos, and Googles, how do I delete what I search? You won't know where he's been. So move the computer, lock it down, and keep an eye on him until you've decided, well, now I don't care if he looks at people fucking on the internet because I got other shit to do. Because it's going to happen. And then, in about 10 years, he'll become the subject of our next letter. Dear... fuck, it's him, isn't it? I am living with a roommate who doesn't have his own computer. Because this letter was written before the year 2000, apparently. I let him use mine for doing papers and research, but was very upset to find out he has been looking at hardcore porn sites. I got mad and told him to get his own computer because I don't want that kind of thing on there. He just laughed and said, what's the big deal? It's not like he was charging it to my credit card. The credit card would be the least of my worries. I have family that visits, and I don't need them seeing that on my computer and thinking it was me. How can I get him to stop this? Signed, let's call this person owner of a tainted PC in Tennessee. You can get him to stop it pretty easily. You lock your computer, put a password on it, and then they can't use it. And really, the credit card is the least of your worries? Oh, I don't care if someone billed a shitload of porn site access to my credit card. I just don't want my dad to come over and think I like looking at pictures of hot naked women getting banged from every angle. That would be just awful. Does everyone think that browser histories are fucking permanent? Etched in stone, carried down from the mountain by Moses? Look what your son's been jerking off to. You can just delete it. I don't know why your roomie didn't delete it in the first place. Assuming you found out about this because you saw it in your browser history, and you didn't walk in on him going to town on himself. Oh, hey, roomie, just wrapping it up in here. Hey, you want to Dutch rudder me to a finish? You should also be worried that your housemate is probably just dropping his load right under your computer chair, so if you've been wondering why your carpet's getting a little crusty under your chair, that's why. That, or you now know why you seem to be going through Kleenex all the time when you don't even have a cold. So, lock your computer up, and let him use his phone to watch porn in his own room like a normal person, assuming he has his own smartphone at least. And that way, when your family comes to visit, they'll only see the normal God-fearing porn you jerk off to, instead of the fucked up fetish shit your roomie likes. I'm Buckley, and you're welcome.